Hello and welcome to the lecture under the name Electronic Business. I'm very happy to greet you all here. And now let's see what we are going to discuss today. First of all, we'll talk about essence of electronic business. Then we'll move on to the concept of brick-and-mortar and click-and-mortar world. And then we'll talk about benefits of electronic business. And also we'll talk about limitations of electronic business. So without further ado, let's proceed to the definition. So what is electronic business? Well, it provides the capability of buying and selling products and information on the internet and other online services. I think majority of you are already familiar and have seen at least once some representation of electronic business. However, we also have another definition which states that it's a technology-mediated exchange between parties like individuals, organizations, or both, as well as electronically based intra-organizational or inter-organizational activities that facilitate such exchanges. And what we have, where can we apply electronic business? First of all, we have communication perspectives. Well, electronic business can be used in the delivery of goods, services, information, payments, and other computer networks or any other electronic device. Remember, like before, people used to use regular mails and it took up to months to communicate from one company to another. Now, in the digital world which we live in, people use emails and it takes just minutes or even seconds to exchange contracts between companies. And this is just a simple example. Electronic business can be used anywhere and it can significantly improve your business. Now, the other perspective is a business process perspective. So electronic business is an application of technology towards the actual workflow of the business and improvement of transactions. Look at the services we have today. We actually can pay from our mobile phone for many services. You open up the application of Uzcard and you are welcome to pay for anything. You can pay for a cafe, you can pay for a food, you can pay for electricity, for a phone, for various entertainments, you can book tickets, you can sacrifice money for charity, anything you want just from your phone. And as a result, this actually allows business to faster receive your money. And instead of inviting you to their shop, physical shop, they actually can invite you to their application where you can make a purchase. Last but not least is the service perspective. So e-business is the tool that addresses the various desires of the firms, customers, and managers to cut the time used and costs while improving the quality of goods and services. How it's done? So today, every single company has their own web page at the social network. And if you have a question related to their product or to their organization, you can electronically address that to the company and you will have response in seconds or in minutes. Whereas before, if you want to establish the communication with your customers, you need to have them physically present in your organization, which took time, and sometimes customers could lose the idea they wanted to ask about your product. So basically everything is a benefit. Now on the screen you can see a model of e-business or electronic business. So what do we have here? You see, in the regular world, we have quite a traditional business. So when we have physical product, physical agent, and then we have traditional business. So basically, it's like when you come to the shop and you buy a product, you see the product, you can touch it, so it's a physical product. Then you buy it from a physical agent, a cashier, and then you pay for a cash with a physical money. However, on the opposite side of that model, we have pure electronic business. When you have purely digital product, digital process, and digital agent. So how does this work? Imagine you go online and pay for a certain software, a program which you want to install on your mobile phone. So here you have totally digital process because you're paying through card, which is electronic. You also visit a digital shop like application store, and then you purchase software, which is also a digital product. So this is the pure electronic business. Now, this world has many combinations of different electronic aspects of your business and traditional businesses. So it's up to your imagination and convenience of your business and convenience of your customers to implement certain aspects of electronic business. Now, I would like to talk a little about types of electronic business. So we have the first example is Name Your Price and the website Priceline.com. Imagine your family plans a trip abroad and you have limited budget. So you go to that website, you type in your budget, and then it will find offers for your holiday trips itself. Isn't that good? This is a very convenient way. So start from the price. Then the next thing we have is find the best price, Booking.com. When you travel around the world, you would like to book a hotel. You can go to that website or application and compare prices for different hotels. They will actually compete for you. They will try to offer the best price for you. As a result, you can have the best bargain or a best deal. Now, online auctions like eBay or Amazon or Yahoo, those ones where customers are actually competing between each other in order to receive the desired product. Then we have customization and personalization like Motorola.com or Dell computers. What are the advantages of those websites? Well, Motorola.com allows you to customize your mobile phone, the one that you purchased from that company. So basically you can select color, you can select the memory, you can select all the characteristics you want, and it will be delivered to your home. However, Dell Computers is another excellent example. You see, back in the days, Dell Computers was going through harsh times. Their profits were dropping steadily. And then Dell Computers made a decision that they need to revise their business model. What they have done is following. They made a decision that they will remove their laptops, their computers from stores. So basically they will not have stock at the warehouse. So they will not produce computers in advance. And they will have opposite model. So every customer who would like to buy a Dell computer should go online to their website and select the computer they want and then customize it according to the preferences. What kind of memory do you want? What kind of screen do you want? What kind of body do you want? Is it made from plastic or metal? Any other additional characteristics, faster hard drive or SSD, whatever you want. You customize laptop upon your needs. And then Dell Computers promised their American customers that it will deliver ready computer from China within 3 business days. So basically it is a quite convenient way to purchase the computer that will be unique and made specially for you as a customer. The next example we have is a group purchasing like AliExpress or Banggood, when you have a variety of different sellers offered to you with the different prices, and it's up to you to decide what to purchase. And then we have affiliate marketing like Amazon, when if you invite your friend to that shopping website, you will receive certain discounts or benefits. So now let's look at the categories of electronic business. And we have B2B, C2B, B2C, and C2C. So what do they mean? So B2B is when business offers something to business. Example, Alibaba.com. When business offer products to other businesses. Regular customers are not permitted there because they will not buy in such a quantities as business will buy from a business. For instance, you would like to buy cherries from Uzbekistan and you are a foreign company from Europe and you want to import cherries from Uzbekistan. You go to Alibaba.com and you find cherries from Uzbekistan and you buy them in tons. This website actually allows to connect two businesses together. Then we have B2C, business to customers. And this is quite straightforward. There are many computer websites in Uzbekistan which you can access and buy a computer for yourself. So business offers something to customers. Quite simple. Then we have C2C, customer to customer. And this is the example OLX.uz. When customers offer something to customers, it's the platform where customers exchange their products or they buy and resell those products. But then the most challenging one, and the one that you might have a lot of questions, what customers can actually offer to business in C2B model? And actually they can offer a lot. Today, many software developing countries exercise that approach of customer to business. When they build a certain software or a computer game, they allow their customers to test that game and give them the feedback, or to test that software and give them feedback. So the company can improve it, work on certain mistakes or so-called bugs, and make a completely ready product. And quite often, customers receive certain payments for those actions. Now, brick-and-mortar versus click-and-mortar world. So what is that? Well, brick-and-mortar stands for a purchase done in the physical world, in the real world. When you come to the shop and you buy something for money, this is brick-and-mortar. So basically, a deal done physically. Whereas click-and-mortar is when the purchase is done online. So what we should take into consideration. First of all, technology-based strategic decisions. These are the strategic decisions which are tightly connected with technological decisions, like virtual storefront, customer service, the look and the feel of the website, customer experience, content of the website. So when you create a website for customers, it is important to remember that it has to be user-friendly, that customers has to easily navigate throughout the website. If it is complicated, then it is a problem because your customers might get lost. Another concept is an increasing competitive responsiveness. Electronic business has fully compensated the increasing importance of speedy responsiveness in brick-and-mortar world. So the speed of decision making has been reduced from months to minutes or seconds. So basically, if before a customer, in order to purchase certain product, was going around the shops for sometimes days and making a choice, making a decision, now he goes online, with one click, you're done. The product is purchased. That's how it is work in electronic business. Now, so what are the advantages of click-and-mortar world or electronic business? Your shop or your store is open 24/7. So people can access it all the time, whenever they want, in comparison to a regular shop which has its own working hours. And for example, work from 9 till 10 or till 9. In electronic world, you don't have such things as a working hours. Your website is available for everyone 24/7. Another advantage is technologically based customer interface. Basically, your customers are interacting with the screen. So it's screen to customer interaction, or S2C. So if your interface is very user-friendly, as I have mentioned before, your customers actually can purchase more. Your customers actually can make more purchases and faster. They will enjoy that process. So the disadvantage of electronic business is that customer controls the interaction. Unfortunately, in the physical world, you can manipulate your customer. Look at the examples of the furniture store IKEA. It has such a layout, if you walk in, you cannot quit until you go through the whole store. And of course, it is aimed on such thing that customers will see something and they will buy not only one thing that they have planned, but they also purchase something else. Now, what are the possible ways of how we can learn the consumer behavior in online world? Today, you can track what kind of websites your customer visit, how long does he spend on those websites, how long does it take for him to visit that website, how long does he stays on the certain pages, what kind of content is he searching, what is his wish list, what are his favorite websites and shops. And actually, due to neuron engines which are implemented right now in many search engines, quite often we are surprised to see that websites pops up at the advertisements which we really interested in. How many times it happened to you that, for example, you planned your vacation with your family and then you visit the website and the website pops out a tour to a certain country. This happens not by consequences. This happens not accidentally. This is done by neural engine. So search engine studies and investigates that you've been searching for certain hotels or where to spend the vacation, and then it analyzes what do you want to do and gives you that pop-up. It works that simple. And this is the technology of 21st century. Now, we also have to talk about one definition called network economics. So the value of the product or services used as a function of many other users or by many other users and implemented widely. So like iOS, Android, WhatsApp, or MP3, or Telegram. So basically, when the product or a certain platform has a wide application across many customers. Now, what are the benefits of electronic business for organizations? First of all, it is an expansion to the international markets. By going online, you can reach any country and any customer from any part of the world. The second thing is decreased costs of creating, processing, distributing, and storing and receiving paper-based information. Everything is stored electronically. As a result, you don't keep that in the archive. It's online or it's stored on your hard drive, which is in a digital format. Now, the next thing is allow you a high degree of specialization, which is not feasible in the physical world. Example, dogtoys.com. This is the website which is selling everything, all the products related to pets. So cats, dogs, any other pets you might have at home. And they offer such a variety of products that you cannot physically have in a regular store because there are more than several millions of different products. This is another advantage of the online shopping. Now, it reduces the time of transaction. In order to purchase something online, you have to only click and money will be withdrawn from your card. That easy. Then close interaction with customers, even through intermediaries. What does it mean? It means that when you sell something online, your customers may give you a feedback, comments about your product, and then you can use them in order to improve your future products or your services. So in conclusion, what are the benefits for customers then? Well, availability 24/7. You can shop anytime you want. More choices, because you can select from many vendors. All the brands of the world are available for you at your home or in your mobile phone. Now, ability to locate relevant, detailed product information in seconds rather than days or weeks. Remember, before the internet, if you wanted to buy something, we needed to ask various people about their feedback about that product. So what do they think? Do they enjoy that product or not? Now it's easy to do that online. You just type in the feedback about certain product and you have the reviews of the customers. You actually can even see durability tests, health tests, etc., etc., etc. online. Then auctions. Well, you can make a bet and win the product for a better price. Interaction and the feedback with customers online. So as a customer, if you have a question about the product, you can just type into the page of the company to the page of that brand and ask them questions, and they will respond you faster. There is no need to go to that shop and ask them questions. And competition facilitation, lower prices. So you can see and compare prices among various vendors, among various brands, and select the lowest one for your convenience as a customer. What are the technical limitations for electronic business? Well, still involving system security, reliability, and other protocols. Unfortunately, majority of operating systems have their drawbacks. They are limited in security and they might fail sometimes. Another limitation is telecommunication bandwidths are insufficient. Quite often you might experience a slow internet connection across the globe, and internet is still developing around the world. Another thing is that software development tools are evolving and changing rapidly. So if you have a smartphone based on iOS or an Android, you quite often receive new updates. And if you do not update your applications, then they will not work, which is not convenient. And sometimes you count on them, you open them, and they don't work. This is another significant disadvantage. Then technologies in general are evolving. Next thing, non-technical limitations, like security and privacy are important B2C area. So if you import your credit card number, you want no one to see it, no one to find it. Then some customers like to touch items like clothes. When you shop online, unfortunately you cannot put on the clothes and to try them out whenever they fit your size, whenever they fit your preferences, whenever it's the color you want. It's very hard to judge based on the picture. Another disadvantage is that internet is still expensive or not accessible for many people around the world. And another disadvantage is that in many cases customers do not trust unknown faceless seller and paperless transaction. They see just the screen and they say like, I don't know who is behind that screen. I don't know who is the seller. This is just a website. Whereas in the physical world, you can know the person and you can build certain trust. Thank you very much for staying with us. I hope you enjoyed that lecture, and goodbye.